All right, and welcome back. This is our final game of day one of the North American Invitational Sevens. I'm Liz Entwistle. Besides me is
Matt Wonderly, your favorite 15 slipper.
My new best friend when it comes to rugby here.
Old school has-been. I'm a has-been. Everybody, I'm a has-been. I don't play.
Matt has been providing a lot of info about his experiences playing here in Utah, having attended University of Utah, playing for phenomenal coach Blake Burdett alongside some of the biggest names in rugby. Solid program at Utah, solid program at BYU. I know you're there. I know you guys are rivals.
No, you know, there's a lot of love between the two programs. There really is. In fact, I got a lot of respect for both programs, having played with and.
BYU and Utah with their men's teams and playing in the CRCs and beyond. We have their women's side from BYU made the D1 Elite National Championship game, falling to perennial powerhouse Penn State, and a fantastic display of rugby. Players from BYU, women like Jordan Gray too, making their presence known on the Eagles senior team. Right now, presence on the field though goes to Upright Rugby in the white, opening the scoring here. This is Upright Rugby based in Canada, playing off against Play Rugby USA, which is generally a New York-based team, but this is a team that is now a community Olympic development program. They just received sanctioning from the USOC, so this news just broke this week. They're a partner with the Northeast Rugby Academy, so hello to all my friends in that Northeast Rugby Olympic Development Academy. I will be seeing many of you next week as we have a rugby wedding taking place in New York, so can't wait to catch up with everybody. And then a week later, we'll all be in Denver for the Club Sevens National Championship. So this rugby family growing strong, and these kids are going to get even more of it.
Yeah, and Upright, they've been showing a really strong side of rugby all day today, and I'm really pleased and really surprised with how well they've shown.
You know, this Upright Rugby team is no stranger when it comes to development. Their Upright organization overall has been in existence for about 7 years, running camps in Canada. They started competing as a program about 4 years ago. They are a partner with Rugby Canada. Their director, Tyler Leggett, is a Rugby Canada talent ID officer. So if he can ID the talent for Upright, he can certainly do the thing for their national side. This Upright team is heaps of talent here. And you have to forgive me, I was reading off my card. Matt, how'd that try unfold?
Excuse me, sorry, I was in a stupor of thought. I was thinking about exactly how that played out, right? Great ball movement, a little aggressive, you know. It seems like Play Rugby USA is taking advantage of any mistake that Upright is giving them, right? I mean, we're all tired, it's the end of the day, it's hot, we're fatigued, but Play Rugby, very astute, very aware of the field awareness and where the ball is, and they took advantage of it.
Yep, it could be quite a little back and forth affair here. We saw some big score lines earlier. Here on the sidelines, doing a lot just to develop rugby and make it accessible. A lot of inner city schools, producing players of high talent. I know players like Shamira Robles and Devon, and some of the other girls that have gone on to play for Old Blue, that took second in the country in sevens 2 years ago in Seattle, have come from this Play Rugby program, and it's a great back and forth here. We've got a track meet.
Yeah, we do. Better the situation and add value, and that's exactly what Upright did right there.
We'll see if they can add value with a 2-point conversion here.
I believe they did. They missed.
So
that kick was a little bit wide.
They retake the lead then 10-7. Play Rugby USA did hit their conversion before. A little bit uncharacteristic for them missing kicks, but again, late in the day, a long day of rugby. Some teams have been out here since about 9 in the morning. That means they're actually getting out here at about 8 to complete their warm-ups, get their tent city set up. A great little athlete village set up here at the regional. Women this weekend. He's a coach that has coached Atlantis quite a bit, has coached with the Northeast Olympic Development Program, home club Morris Rugby Club, but also runs the Blaze. So he's got his hand in 5 different rugby teams. And we see a knock-on indicated, so we're going to see a scrum to upright rugby. We got 1 minute left in this first half of play. Sometimes this is where opportunity provides itself, but wow, this is a good run and good collection here. Mallory Bailingly from Play Rugby USA, wearing that number 12, cut off that running line of attack. I thought for sure that upright was going to be gone, but she came and flew out of nowhere, and it was. And here she is with the ball. See if she can get a great angle on offense. So Mallory slowing up a bit at the contact point, trying to dominate it, trying to activate that stiff arm. She's taking her ground, so it's Play Rugby with the ball. See if they can use their communication.
All day for her team. It's good to see that hard work rewarded.
I just like the fact that this did come from that broken play. A couple missed balls, missed passes, bobbles down there on the upright end, and still able to collect themselves, managing to score a try. It is one from a makeable angle, a tricky kick to make. And it looks like we're going to hold at 15-7 going into halftime here of this final match of the day. Girls Elite U18 at the North American Invitational Sevens. We'll come back as soon as halftime ends.
Commitment. It's the measure of every great player and of every true fan. It powers supporters as they push their team to greater endeavour and drives the world's finest athletes in brutal but beautiful confrontation. Every ruck, pass, kick and try, ratcheting up the excitement until you can give no more. Commitment is in our heritage and in our future. Bonded by rituals, behaviours and values, a shared passion for the greatest game on the earth. It inspires us to push boundaries, constantly innovating for the good of the game. Rugby is not just about winning or losing. True commitment is all of this, and more. And what makes rugby is what makes Canterbury. Each shirt is crafted from the very fabric of the game. So when you pull on Canterbury, professional, amateur or supporter, you're wearing more than just a shirt. Canterbury, committed to the game.
A little bit too early as referee calls the ball thrown forward. So that was a loop from Tamlin Cowan out of Morris in New Jersey. So just a split second, a hair too quick on her release, you know, trying to catch that ball at pace. And we'll see a scrum right directly in front of us, just at the halfway mark. Substitution coming on for Upright Rugby. So this is a team that is largely based in Ontario, but players from multiple places in Canada doing a lot of development camps all over. And we see substitution as well for Play Rugby USA. This is going to be one of their number 8s, the other number 8s, who is actually also last name Bird. So Kaliasha Bird coming in, Play Rugby USA player. So when we're saying that there are Play Rugby USA players on the Play Rugby USA team, it's because there is a Play Rugby USA team in New York. They also have teams out in Los Angeles doing a lot of camps and development work out there. Girls on this Play Rugby USA team from Morris in New Jersey, Megan Bird from Oak Creek in Wisconsin, and then from the Play Rugby USA team. And then we have Media Parker, who is with the New York Rugby Club. Speaking of New York Rugby Club, we talked about Tom. He's also coaching with the Backs and Attacks with the Women's Collegiate All-American. A solid drive from this upright rugby team. Well, what I do know is that Play Rugby has an overload here on the outside, but they've got the toughest player to beat, I think, on this upright team. That's Liv Apps making the tackle. But a great offload from Play Rugby USA finds itself in the hands. I think that was one of their number 4s. She offloads to Megan Bird in that red scrum cap. So they're keeping alive. These 3 players from Play Rugby USA doing work here on this right sideline, keeping the ball alive. We'll see if they can spin it out left. We'd love to see them switch fields and make
just got a knock
space.
on. That's too bad. That's too bad. They were really moving forward.
So,
Getting creative with the ball movement, but just an unfortunate knock on. Drop the ball forward.
some of these players are also getting opportunity to play with other clubs because Upright did travel rather lightly after their Magnificent Sevens win last weekend.
Way to keep the ball alive in that instance right there.
Yeah, and you know, kind of flat on the attack, but they are wide on this attack, so there's that forward call.
That's too bad. They had that offload in contact.
Not able to go on the field, so they either used all 5 subs or a referee saying that the game's done. We do see the scoreboard clock has wound down, so it's Upright Rugby, 22-7. Of course, referee on the field has the official time, so it looks like we've got a little bit of bonus rugby here.
Yeah, hey, this is great. Probably another minute left. Not sure about 30 seconds. Let's be real. This is the last play.
Let's just play 15.
This may be the last play.
There was an All Blacks Classics game at, I think it had to have been halftime at Wellington Sevens one year, and they just had all these, you know, epic players from over the years out on the field.
And that's the game. I was wrong. We didn't have 30 seconds. We had like 12.
We had a blink. So that is all the action for day 1 of the North American Invitational. Here it was Upright Rugby out of Canada defeating Play Rugby USA 22-7. We are done with our broadcast after a great day of
What a great day of rugby today. Now,